the river in my soul. Thank you, everyone.
So this water you see on our altar this evening is the water that was collected this last Sunday at our drive-through Sunday service. It's been boiled and filtered already and will be joining the water from previous water ritual years after tonight. So next time I go into the office, I'm going to pour it into our water chalice there. These waters, poured with intention and care into a carefully carried bowl, are a symbol of our connection to each other and to all life. This water represents our mingled hopes and intentions in this new season, our commitment to the practice of hope, the practice of love, the practice of courage, our vibrant, ever-changing community. So I invite you to take a moment and quietly focus on this quiet pool of water, to focus for a moment on your intentions and hopes, to pause in the quiet with me here for a moment with this still water. Water flows and dances through our lives, taking so many forms. It wears away stones, it nurtures all life, it storms, it pools, it trickles and nurtures and uproots. It is the very element of change. May the waters of our lives carry us through these uncertain times, the changes we are experiencing and those ahead, giving us strength and sustaining us for the journey. And at this time, I'm going to invite you into a water meditation used with permission from my colleague, the Reverend Molly Hosh Gordon. And Matt, I think I'm going to go ahead and share from my computer because I think there's something going on with your computer's sound. Oh no, I'm not because mine's not working. Matt, can you share that video for us, please?
Strength of water takes on many forms, just as each of us has a unique and necessary strength that we bring to our community and the work of love. Take a moment now to drop down into the deep wellspring of your own spirit and bathe yourself in the strength that is the groundwater of your person. Are you a roaring fall wearing rock away with sheer force of will? Are you a small sliver of water in a crevice, breaking it open slowly and steadily? Are you buoyant, like a great salt lake, practiced at holding yourself or others aloft? Are you tenacious like the mountain stream, finding your way down and around and through every obstacle you face. Are you still and calm like the pond at daybreak, radiant peace found by your shores? Are you in touch with hidden depths, pulling from a vast well deep within? Do you soothe like the steam rising from a cup of tea? Do you dissolve away stubborn muck like dishwater? Do you soften and smooth the edges like a creeping fog? Do you clear away distraction like a cleansing rain? Do you roll with the ebb and flow, with the rhythm of the ocean waves? Settle your mind upon the strength, the power that is yours. Draw that strength into your heart, draw it up into your soul, and there find peace. As we endure difficult times together, we need each of our power, each of our resilience, each of our love to make us whole.
And at this time, Hannah, would you invite us in that hymn that we just sang along with David Beckles to?
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow. I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Carol, you have a psalm and a reflection to offer us?
Yes. Psalm 23, for this moment. Note that this prayer, Psalm 23, has been recast in the language of love. It's by Kevin Tarsa. May I remember in this tender moment that love is my guide always, shepherding me towards the ways of openness and compassion. I have what I need, really, with love at my side, above me, below me, in front of me, behind me, inside every cell of me. Love infused everywhere. Just when the weight of the world I inhabit threatens to drop me in place and press my hope down into the ground beneath me, love invites me to rest a gentle while and leads the center of my soul to the quiet, still, restoring waters nearby that somehow I had not noticed. And so love quietly sets me once again on its tender and demanding path. Even when the walls close around me and the cries of death echo through untold corners, gripping my heart with fear and sadness, I know that all will be well, that I will be well when love whispers near to me, glints at the corner of my eye, rests with gentle, persistent invitation upon my shoulders. Yes, love blesses me, even as the sources and symbols of my pain look on. Love blesses me from its infinite well, and I turn and notice that goodness and kindness and grace follow me everywhere I go. I live in the house of love, love that will not let me go. I live in a house of love, and I always will. Reflections on waters. I drink water, wash with it, brush my teeth with it, listen to it. It's all good. We are in the season of change, from the sweet summer rain that is like a mist that blurs the trees up on the hill and comes down so gently that I like to be outside in it, to feel its gentle caress as it covers everything with a slight sheen. Oh, it's really coming down now. I'd better get inside. Another summer evening brings wind, torrential downpours, great light shows, and the cacophony that is so easy to believe that it could be the angels bowling. The following morning is calm and green and exquisitely foggy. Everything is mysterious and magical. As the trees turn orange and the magnificent sky with its deep blue peeking through all shades of gray, changing swiftly as you watch it. And you know that up there are storms that will shortly reach us. With the coming under darkness and the cold wind that you feel all the way through. There will also be cold rain and soon sleet, sludge, and wet snow. Will not want to be outside then, and will appreciate the show from a warm room with a hot chocolate and a good book.
Today is the autumn equinox, the official moment when summer ends and fall begins. This moment of transition can be a moment of joy as we look forward to pumpkin spice and brilliant color and magical, misty moments. That is what Carol described from summer. You know, there's a special magic to the autumn mists, I've always thought. Fall can be a time of great grief and overwhelm and difficulty too, especially this fall. So I wonder, what are you holding in this time, beloveds? Who in your life or in our wider world is on your heart today? As I light this candle for those affected by and suffering from the pandemic, and especially for all those who have died from COVID-19 and those who grieve them, I invite you to type names in the chat or simply to reflect to whom you are holding in love today. You know, I am holding in my heart all those incarcerated, especially the incarcerated firefighters out west, and of course all the children in our concentration camps, the people of all ages. We hold aunts. I know I'm not the only one too holding our congregational administrator Sarah in my heart today. Whoever you are holding in your heart, we join you in hoping. We join you in love. And at this time, I offer you this meditation on the equinox by Thomas Rhodes. As you listen to it, you may wish to settle your feet on the ground, to rest your hands in your lap, perhaps to take a few breaths. Rest your feet on the floor as we hold all those in our lives, all those in our communities, particularly our unhoused neighbors, as Deborah points out, who dread the winter coming. Thomas Rhodes writes, "Over our heads, the great wheel of stars shifts. The autumnal equinox manifests itself, and for one precious instant, darkness and light exist in balanced proportion to one another. Within our minds, the great web of neurons shifts, new consciousness arises, and for one precious instant, experience and meaning exist together as revelation and epiphany. Within our hearts, the great rhythm of our lives shifts. A new way of being reveals itself. and when for one precious instant the nexus of the body and the seat of the soul truly exist as one. Let us give thanks for those times in our lives when all seems in balance. Those times are rare and precious. The equinox shall pass, the revelation may be forgotten, but our actions will not always reflect, and our actions will not always reflect our true selves. But through our gratitude, we may remember who we are, reflect on who we may become, and restore the balance which brings equanimity to our lives. Let us be quiet for a moment together. Amen. Let's be. And Hannah, would you sing for us now the meditative hymn we'll be singing this fall?
Voice still and small, deep inside all, I hear you call, singing. In dark and rain, sorrow and pain, still you remain, singing, calming my fears, quenching my tears, through all the years, singing.
Could we sing that just one more time, Hannah?
Sure. Voice still and small, deep inside all, I hear you call, singing. In dark and rain, sorrow and pain, still will remain, singing, calming my fears, quenching my tears, through all the years, singing.
River Keeper by Margaret Gibson. Wanting to be that place where inner and outer meet, this evening I'm listening to the river inside, also to the river out the window, the river of sun and branch shadow, muskrat and mallard, heron, and the rattled cry of the kingfisher. Out there is a tree whose roots the river has washed over so often. The tree stretches beyond itself, its spirit like mine, leaning out over the water, held only by the poised astonishment of being there. This evening, listening to the river inside, I'm sinking into a stillness where you can't be said stirs beneath the image of memory, below strata of mayuans and quarks, and now rushes, now hushes and pools, now casts a net of bright light, so loosely woven there's a constellation afloat on the surface of the river, so still I can almost hear it weave in and out, interstellar, intercellular, and isn't it truly all one world, no in, no out, no here or there, seamless as a lily about to open. Just from just here into everywhere is just as restful lily, lucky lily. To bloom must feel like a river's brightening at daybreak, or a slow kiss, a throb in the elapse of time, a shudder of hair and shadow flying over, shallows that are merely the apparent skim of a depth whose bottomless surface seeps everywhere, blooms and retracts, retraction and anchored flow that upholds city and cathedral, bridge and gate, Orion, odd toad in the Amazon, blue dragonfly, what it is to love. Spoil a river and you spoil this.
Wild and wonderful West Virginia. There is so much to love, to cherish, to rest alongside in the waters of our beautiful state. So many gorgeous streams and river sunsets, waterfalls and swimming holes. And yes, here in West Virginia, we feel the responsibility of river keeping in a very specific and powerful way. Here in these mountains that used to have the cleanest, sweetest water on the continent, where our waters have been spoiled and poisoned and dammed and desecrated, our mountains blown up, graveyards and mountain streams exploded, the byproducts of mining dumped in our waters, and those who have made their billions from our lands done little to repair the damage they have done, and the restrictions protecting our waters once again being stripped away. This is where we sit in this beautiful broken land, this Appalachia, this place of beauty and grief, hardship and wonder. And this is our life in the year 2020. So much to worry about and so much to be grateful for. Here in this moment of autumn equinox, the shifting of the seasons, we reach for balance, we yearn for comfort amidst the change. Each of us is experiencing these seasons differently. The shifting waters of this year affect us all, but not the same. Still, we are connected. We are all of water and from water. Water is in our nature. We all have that capacity for quiet, calm, cooling, and dramatic, raging storm, for persistent, patient wearing away of obstacles and gentle nurturing of seeds and roots. May each of you know your power and potential. Take time both to storm and rest, to wear away and nurture. Water connects us far beyond these mountains. The ocean flows even to the most remote islands and connects even the furthest shores. So though we are apart, we are in this together. Together here on our beautiful boat home. And before we shift into our final song, I want you to take a minute again just to focus on this water, and we're going to infuse it for just a minute now with our hopes for this year, our courage, our determination. We bless this water as the water of this beautiful state has so often blessed us. May it carry our intentions. May it carry us as we practice hope, practice love, practice courage into this fall and beyond. And now let us sing together once again, and we're going to sing along to Blue Boat Home.
Oh,
So, dear ones, as you go out into your day, the rest of today and into tomorrow and the rest of the week, may you find beauty in this new season. May you find time for rest as well as raging. Yes, you can log off the news and Facebook when you need to, and you should. Pause in your doom scrolling. Be with some still water. And remember, dear ones, that you are enough and you are not alone. We extinguish now our candle and our chalice, but not the light of community that flows between us all as waters over the mountain.